वाले की जय, श्याम प्यारे की जय। खाटू वाले की जय, श्याम प्यारे।
Hello everyone, welcome back to Beyond classes. So in the previous video we had started exercise 11.4. Now let us continue with it. The next question which is there, that is question number 4. It says find the solution of the following questions. So the first part, in triangle ABC, DE is parallel to BC and AD is ratio DB is equal to 2:3. Then find the ratio of the areas of triangle ADE and triangle ABC. So we are given a triangle where DE is parallel to BC and AD ratio DB is 2:3. Now we have to find the ratio of the areas of triangle ADE and triangle ABC. So I have written here what is given in the solution. In triangle ABC, DE is parallel to BC and AD upon DB is equal to 2/3. Now if we consider the two triangles ADE and triangle ABC, in triangle ADE and triangle ABC, angle A is common. Reason being, it is a common angle between both the triangles, as well as we are given DE parallel to BC. Therefore, this angle ADE and angle ABC will also be equal. Angle ADE is equal to angle ABC. They are the corresponding angles. Now with two angles being equal in the two triangles, we can say that triangle ADE is similar to triangle ABC. This is by AA similarity. Now once the triangles are similar, therefore the ratio of their areas, that is area of triangle ADE upon the area of triangle ABC, it will be equal to AD squared upon AB squared, because the ratio of the areas of two similar triangles is same as the ratio of square of their corresponding sides. Now once we get this, here now this can be written as AD upon AB whole squared, but we have the ratio of AD and DB. Now because AD upon DB is equal to 2:3, so let AD be taken as 2x and DB be taken as 3x. Suppose we take them as 2x and 3x. If we do this from equation 1, what we have, the area of triangle ADE upon the area of triangle ABC equals to, now it is AD, which can be written as 2x, whereas in the denominator we have AB. Now what about this AB? This AB is AD plus DB, so it can be taken as 2x plus 3x whole squared. Now if we do this, this is 2x upon 5x whole squared, where x and x will be eliminated, cancelled out, and we are having square of 2 upon square of 5, that is 4 upon 25. So the ratio of the areas of triangle ADE and ABC is equal to 4 upon 25. This is the required ratio. Now if we move to question number 2, PB and QA are perpendicular at points B and A of line segment AB. If P and Q lies on opposite sides of AB and on joining P and Q it intersects AB at O and PO equals to 5 cm, QO equals to 7 cm, area of triangle POB is 150 square centimeter, then find the area of triangle QOA. So here this is the figure where PB and QA are perpendicular to line segment AB. So QA and PB, they are perpendicular to AB. Also it is given that P and Q, they lie on the opposite sides of AB. So Q is taken above AB and P is taken below and the bottom side of it. Now if we join PQ, it intersects AB at point O. Now other than this, what are the things given? We are given that PO, it is equal to 5 cm, QO is equal to 7 cm, and the area of triangle POB is 150 square centimeter. We have to find the area of the second triangle. Now if we check it out here, first of all, let's say in triangle PBO and triangle QAO, here angle PBO is equal to angle QAO, each being 90 degree, and angle POB is equal to angle QOA. They are the vertically opposite angles. Now with this, we can say that triangle PBO is similar to triangle QAO. This is by AA similarity. Now triangles being similar, the ratio of their areas, that is area of triangle PBO upon the area of triangle QAO. What is the ratio of the areas of two similar triangles equal to? It is equal to the ratio of the square of their corresponding sides. So QO squared upon PO squared upon QO squared. Now here just we will substitute whatever the values are given to us. So we are given the area of triangle POB or say PBO, that is 150 upon the area of triangle QAO equals to PO squared. PO is 5, so it is square of 5 upon QO is 7, so it is square of 7. So this is what we have, which we are going to further simplify it. So this can be written as 150 upon area of triangle QAO equals to 25 upon 49. Now just cross multiplying and shifting the terms here and there, it can be written as 150 multiply 49 equals to 25 multiply area of triangle QAO, or 150 upon 49 multiplied by 150 multiply 49 upon 25 equals to area of triangle QAO. So now this is what we have to simplify, and on simplifying it we will get the area of triangle QAO. So here 25 1 times and 25 6 times. So area of triangle QAO equals to 6 multiply 49, that is 294 square centimeters. So this is the area of the triangle which we needed, that is triangle QOA, or you can write it as QAO. Now let's move towards the next part of this question. The next part says find the value of x in terms of A, B and C in the given figure. So here we are given a figure where you can see that this angle A is 50 here, and this angle at vertex P, that is DBC, that is also 50. This measurement AB is given as B, BC is given as C, BD is given as X, and AE is given as A. What we have to do? We have to find the value of X in terms of A, B and C. So here we are having the two triangles. Let us take the triangles. Say in triangle CBD and triangle CAE. This is one triangle which we are taking, CBD, and the other triangle is CAE. Here angle C is common. It is common to both the triangles, and angle CBD is equal to angle CAE. They both are equal to 50 degree. With this, the two triangles, that is CBD, will be similar to triangle CAE. This is again by AA similarity, because two angles are equal, hence the triangles are similar. Now when the triangles are similar, then the ratio of their corresponding sides will be equal. So CB upon CA equals to BD upon AE. The ratio of the corresponding sides will be taken as equal. So here CB, the measurement is C, upon CA. Now when we take this CA as a whole, it is the sum of CB and BA. So it is C plus B equals to BD, it is X, upon AE, it is A. Now this is the relation what we get. And what we have to do is we have to find the value of X. So X we will keep it on this side. Upon A, this we are going to move it to the other side, replace it. So it will be A multiply C, written as AC, upon C plus B equals to X. Hence the value of X in terms of A, B and C will be AC upon C plus B. So this is the value which we had to calculate. Now let's move to the next question, that is question number 5. It says in triangle ABC, if angle B is equal to 90 and BD is perpendicular to hypotenuse AC, then prove that triangle ADB is similar to triangle BDC. Now here in this figure, if you see ABC, the triangle is there where angle B is 90. BD is perpendicular to the hypotenuse AC, and what we have to prove, the triangle ADB, this triangle is similar to triangle BDC. So these two smaller triangles which are formed, these we have to prove that they are similar to each other. So given and to prove I have written. Now let's move towards the proof here. Now in triangle ABC, we are given that angle B is equal to 90 degree. Therefore, angle A plus angle C will also be 90 degree. Using the angle sum property, the sum of all the three angles is 180. If one angle is 90, it means the remaining two angles, their sum will also be 90 degree. Now in triangle ABD, if I take this triangle ABD, here angle ADB, this is 90, this angle is 90 degree. If this is 90 degree, then the sum of the other two angles will also be 90 degrees. So other two angles, it is angle A plus this is the second angle, that is ABD. the sum of these two will also be 90 degree. Now if we compare these equations 1 and 2, say from equation 1 and 2, both the equations the sum is 90 on the right hand side, so their left hand sides will also be equal. So we have angle A plus angle C equals to angle A plus angle ABD. Because their right hand sides are equal, so left hand sides will also be equal. And here in both the sides angle A is common, so it will be eliminated, and we have angle C equals to angle ABD. Now this is which we have. Now here we had to prove these two triangles similar. So one angle was already equal, 90 degree each, and if you check out this angle C, this is angle C, which is part of the triangle BDC, and ABD, now this is angle ABD, which is part of triangle ADB. So in these two triangles, now these two angles are also equal. So one pair was already there, each 90, and the second pair we have already proved. So if two angles are equal, then we can say that the triangles are similar. So now let's move towards the similarity part now. So in triangle ADB and triangle BDC, angle ADB is equal to angle BDC because they both are 90. This is ADB and this is BDC, both are 90 degree equal, and angle ABD is equal to angle C. Thus you can say from equation 3, because we have proved here. Now two angles are equal, therefore triangle ADB is similar to triangle BDC, and this is by AA similarity. So hence proved. Now let's move towards the last question of this exercise, question number 6. Question number 6 is, prove that area of an equilateral triangle formed on one side of a square is half the area of equilateral triangle formed on one diagonal of the square itself. Now what we are given here, we are given a square, ABCD is a square, and there is an equilateral triangle formed on one side of the square. So let's take this side AB, and triangle ABE is the equilateral triangle formed on side AB. So these three sides are equal, and there is another equilateral triangle formed on one diagonal of the square. So this is the diagonal of the square AC, and there is an equilateral triangle which is formed on this diagonal also. So let's take that triangle ACF. This is the second equilateral triangle on the diagonal. So what we have to prove here, we have to prove that the area of this triangle which is formed on the side is half the area of the triangle which is formed on the diagonal. So for this, given and to prove I have written. Now let's move towards the proof. Let side of square, say it is equal to A. If you are taking the side of square as A, then AB, it is equal to A. Also, diagonal of square, it is given by under root 2A. You can also do it in another way. If this side is taken as A, this is also A, and in square this angle is 90 degree, you can use the Bodleian theorem that AC square equals to AB square plus BC square. From there you can calculate the diagonal, or even you have the relation for the diagonal that it is always equal to square root 2 multiplied by side, and here we are taking the side as A, so it is under root 2A. If not this, then you can do it like this. In triangle ABC, AC squared equals to AB squared plus BC squared. So AC squared equals to A squared plus A squared. AC squared equals to 2A squared, and AC is equal to square root of 2A squared, that is AC is equal to under root 2A. So it is one and the same thing. So here the diagonal, it is AC. Now the triangles, they are equilateral triangles. So being equilateral, we can say that they are equiangular. So triangle ABE and triangle ACF are equilateral triangles, or triangle ABE and triangle ACF are equiangular. Triangles. Now equiangular triangles are those triangles in which each angle of one triangle is equal to the corresponding angle of the second triangle. Now because these are equilateral triangles, so each angle is 60. So all the three angles of triangle ABE is 60, and all the angles of triangle ACF, that is also 60. So they are equiangular, and the triangles being equiangular, we can say that triangle ABE is similar to triangle ACF. Equiangular triangles, they are similar to each other by AAA similarity. Now when triangles are similar, then the ratio of their areas, we have done the theorem, the ratio of the areas of two similar triangles is equal to the ratio of the square of their corresponding sides, that is AB squared upon AC squared. Now if you take this AB squared upon AC squared, what is AB? AB is the side of the square, so it is A squared. And what is AC? AC is the diagonal of the square, so it is under root 2A. So it's square of under root 2A. So here you have A squared upon, now square of under root 2 is 2A squared. So where A squared and A squared will be cancelled out, and we have area of triangle ABE upon area of triangle ACF equals to 1 upon 2. This A squared and A squared will be eliminated, and we are left with 1 upon 2, which we can write that area of triangle ABE is equal to half the area of triangle ACF, and this is what we had to prove. So with this, we come to the end of this exercise 11.4. Thank you all. We'll meet again in the next video with a new topic. Till then, have a nice day. Thank you.